And hello, 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 hello. Now, I don't know if this poem is slightly more adultier or not because of what it's actually about. I will admit that it is about getting high again. However, what I like about this one is that when you get to the end, whereas the other ones let you know very boldly that this is what they are, you actually find out that this one is not about that at all. And I think this, out of all of the poems, is the one that I will most likely get in trouble for. So I'm precursoring that with the fact that I know where this one is going. I know how it's going to end at the end. And I'm just thinking teenage boys. I'm also thinking adult boys. You know, like it, I don't know, where it devolves into, which has little to do with the chocolate and the theme of the actual, idea of, getting high. What is actually happening is something that happens. But I definitely feel like this would be the one. And there's one poem in here that I'm definitely gonna have to really think about. I think it might be the next one. But this one got to squeeze in. This one is called Chocolate Dreams. And it was supposed to be done at a rhythm, so it was designed to be done on stage. Um, and I wrote it around the same time as the other chocolate poems, so I was in college at the time, so I had to be in my early 30s, late 20s. It was somewhere in that age bracket. Um, yeah. That makes sense. I'm counting back 15 years, so I had to be about 29-ish. you know, um, 29-ish, 28-ish when I wrote these, um, which is interesting. But yeah, it was a different time. I was writing a book. It got out of hand, so I dropped out to finish it. It was a pretty good book, not one of my best. I've written better ones before it and after it, but it was consuming my every being, and I could not do both. I could not study and write this book. Artist life is, you have to make some tough choices. Like right now, I'm super glad that it's in between 6 and 7, because last time it was, wow, practically midnight when I was doing this, and it took a few hours. Well, about 2 hours, because stop and pause and punch through. Um, and with each one being about 20 minutes, and I had 14, just 5 of them took up an hour. So yeah, it really, it really was a few hours. But tough choices were made. But that's when I wrote this one. Um, Around the same time I wrote Brownies and everything else. And hopefully it lands. Um, and again, going out on faith that since it fits the theme of the book, that it isn't too much. But yeah, it was designed to be done on stage. I might be able to read it in rhythm. There's one recurring line, and that's why I said it was designed to be on stage, where I was planning on getting the audience involved, and they would repeat that line, that phrase, as it keeps coming back, not really knowing what they were getting themselves involved in. um, like, I'm very vague about it in this one, and then it's not about that after all in the end, which is why I like this one. So without further ado, this is Chocolate Dreams. Woke up this morning with a craving for sweet candy. something that would do more than my sweet tooth appease. Only one candy can do all this and more, and it's available in every store in different varieties and colorful wraps. Some with nuts and some with raisins. It's shade, it's a skin tone that I call my own. The perfect chocolate. That's what I want. So I decide my sweet tooth to supply and take a look at it, now wrapped up nice. A texture in my hand, the smell is just right. Let me know that this will be divine. So I take a deep breath, relax my mind, and ready myself for this journey in time. Nice, so build up a tingling sensation as the feeling moves across my veins, but still not quite there yet. I savor some more, breathe deeper this time. The tingling moves faster as more chocolate melts. I start to float. I let out a sigh. My mouth hums slow with delight, but still not quite there yet. I savor some more, breathe deeper this time. Damn, this flavor is heaven. I can feel my blood vessels moving. It's that a slow burn rising inside. God damn, this chocolate, it's oh so good. I like the way it sticks to my fingers, the way it tastes. I just can't believe this, but I'm not quite there yet. I savor some more. Breathe deeper this time. Oh my God, what's happening to me? The burning is harder. My body's on fire, but man, this feels so good. A heavenly, dangerous, exciting sensation from my feet right up to my mind, but still not quite there yet. I savor some more. Breathe deeper this time. As my chocolate melts in my hands, I take a taste and lick. My fingers move the chocolate all around. Then get back to the task at hand, taking my ride through sweet candy land. It's still not quite there yet. I savor some more. Breathe deeper this time. This fulfillment is way too much, but I can't seem to get enough. I will continue till the chocolate's done, because there's still more to go as I travel this yellow brick road, harder and faster and smoother. Oh my, but still not quite there yet. I savor some more. Breathe deeper this time. My heart is pounding. My heart is racing, blood's pulsing on fire with desire, yet still I'm alive. Moaning and groaning, I'm out of control. My heart beats harder, the fire increases. This is too good to be real, unbelievable and sensational, unattainable bliss I am in, but still not quite there yet. I savor some more. Breathe deeper this time. The sugar rush is taking over. I'm close to the end. God damn. Chocolate explosion. And finally, I open my eyes, breathing heavy, enjoying the end, just glowing now in the aftermath. I look at mass across my stomach and thighs. Then I lick some off my lips. I got it all over me this time. I put the butt aside, breathe it, and I smile, charged, wasted, baked, and high. Me, myself, and I had a sweet candy ride. Oh my, you gotta love those sweet chocolate dreams. All right, so there is no work around this. I would love to tell you that this is about getting high. It absolutely is not. Did I fumble my whole way through this? I did. Was it fun to read? Oh, it was so much fun to read. But this is definitely about self-exploration. There's no working around that. And considering the age bracket of the child, and again, what I said earlier about your mind's growing, your body's changing, and all these types of things, this made sense. And it fits specifically for that reason that even though I was using chocolate and then on top of that getting high, what I was really doing, if you work backwards, was trying to find a fun way to explain this type of situation. And it's quite literally a natural occurrence, and it comes up a few times in in the book, because when you're sitting down with your friends and you're talking about certain things, these topics arise. I'm still not talking about getting high. I'm actually talking about what happens at the end when you find out what's really going on here. And you talk about those things, and sometimes when you don't have adults to talk to, you find other avenues to figure these things out, and you search for ways to find answers to the types of things that you're doing that you may not quite understand, or you may not quite understand. I was definitely joking there. You may not quite understand, but you're also experiencing it while being told that you're too young to be experiencing it. And that's a lot of raw emotion to be having when you're a teen, and it's very difficult to navigate that without finding sources that can help you navigate it. And every now and then I wish I wouldn't have to read books that were designed for, or material that was designed for adults, to find the answers that I need, because I would have wanted it with the same themes but in a teenage package, so that I could understand it at the level in life that I was at, versus me having to try to take it from the next level and bring it down to my level, and then trying to make it make sense within the frame of life that I was living in at the time. And as adults, I think a lot of the times we underestimate that, because the experiences are going to happen, and it's really hard to juggle with the "you're too young to know this" versus the "but if I'm experiencing it, how do you want me to experience it if I'm too young to experience it, and you're not willing to talk about it." So it's a really tight and difficult struggle to land in, but that's my biggest problem navigating writing this young adult series: how to talk about these types of things within the box where people won't feel like they're going to go out and burn my books because they've somehow crossed lines of the teenage barrier that they shouldn't be dealing with. But I don't know. I don't really forget the type of conversations that I overheard and dealt with when I was a teenager. So this is where I'm at as it with this type of things. This poem stays. I'll think about the other one. But as per usual, if you've made it this far, thanks for stopping by.